You ready to do this? Yeah. Why do people... Hi. Why do people stay in relationships? Why do we stay with somebody who hurts us? Why do we feel like we need to stay with that person? If you're not happy, if we're not getting what we need out of that relationship, if we're being hurt, if we're being treated horribly, why do we stay in that relationship? Why do we stay with that person? Alright, you guys, so I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be the most rawest video I have ever made and will maybe ever make. I usually try to keep things pretty upbeat, and I usually try to say things, you know, and keep it up and keep everybody's vibrations up and everything, but this message needs to be heard. This voice needs to be said, and this story needs to be told. I'm not going to do an intro, and I'm not going to do a let's get to talking moment like I usually do, because this needs to be heard. So I'm going to ask you for shares. There might be somebody out there that needs to hear this message. There might be somebody out there that needs to know this message, that needs to hear this, or it might be yourself. But please share this message with others. Okay, so I've already asked my friend for permission on this because it's not my story to tell. And it's not, I have no connection either to this story other than through her. So my really good friend, best friend, who is a sister, she's like a sister to me, she recently just lost her best friends, like in the entire world. I mean, those two were inseparable. She lost her just recently, like it's still very real, but her best friend's husband shot her, their animals, and then himself. And I know that every single one of them is they're beating themselves up. Like, they're all sitting there wondering what if, what if, what if. But the thing is they all did everything that they could to help. So instead, I want her story to be the one that inspires you to leave. If you are in a relationship and that person is hurting you, if they are mentally abusing you, physically abusing you, emotionally abusing you, whatever it is, if you are in that relationship and you are not being treated the way that you should be treated, please leave. You don't have to stay in the relationship. There is no reason why you have to stay in that relationship. You can leave. You deserve to have a voice. You deserve to have the life and the love that you want. You deserve all of that. So please, whatever you do, leave. If you have it in your head, if there is even an inkling of a thought in your head that you need to leave that relationship, that is your intuition, that is your guidance. Leave. Please leave. Whatever it takes. If you feel like you are not safe, you can go to a police station and they will help you. And if you feel like a restraining order is not going to be enough, ask for a witness relocation program. It might be the best thing for you. Yes, you're going to have to move. Yes, you're going to have to leave. But it will be the best thing for you, because it is far better than what that person is planning for you in the end. It is far better than what would happen if you are constantly having bruises, if you were constantly worried about your life. And even if it's just mental abuse, even if they're not physically abusing you, get out. Because she wasn't being physically abused. She was being mentally abused. So get out. If you feel afraid for your life, if this person is coming home and they are drunk all the time and they are yelling at you and they are screaming at you and they are telling you all sorts of horrible things about you, nobody deserves to be treated like that. Nobody deserves to feel like that. Nobody deserves to have to go through that. Get out. There's no reason to stay with that person. If you are financially scared, if you're like, well, he or she supports me, what if I won't have any money? You want to know what? It's better to be broke and trying to figure things out, or in a homeless shelter, than to be in a situation like that. It is far better to be trying to figure out how to get your life back together, how to build yourself back up, than to be in a situation like that. Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should ever have to be treated horribly. Nobody should ever have to be abused. Nobody should ever have to be treated like that. Everybody deserves love, and I do believe that there is a soulmate out there for everybody. But you do not have to stay with somebody if they are not treating you right. Again, you know, if they are coming home drunk and they're yelling at you, or you're not even sleeping in the same bedroom anymore, or they are telling you that you're worthless, or they're threatening you. If they threaten you one time, if they threaten you once, leave. Because that threaten can move into another threaten, and then it can move into them actually taking action. It doesn't matter if they've threatened you 5 times, eventually they are going to act on it. There's a reason why they are threatening you. So if they threaten you, leave. Don't stay. There's no reason to stay. Please leave. If they are part of the law enforcement, if you're sitting here and you're like, well, I can't because they're in law. Like, if I go to the police station, they're gonna find out and they're gonna hunt me down. Then just disappear. It's far better than being treated like that. Ask a friend for help. You know, there has to be somebody. If you are completely isolated, if they're isolating you from one thing, if they are keeping you from your family, if they're isolating you from your friends, get out. There's a reason why they're isolating you. You need to leave. Again, there's no reason to stay in a relationship like this. And please, please, let her voice be the one that gets you out. Let her story be the one that sets you free. Let her life be the one that saves yours. Let her be the one that helps you. And I will tell you something else, that if you leave, your guides are going to help you because they want the best for you also. If you pray, if you ask for help, if you ask Archangel Michael, if you pray to your guides, if you pray whatever it is that you believe in, if you pray to God, if you pray to Jesus, if you just pray out to the universe, they're going to find a way to help you out of that situation. They're going to say, yes, let's help you. If you are listening to this and you are like, you know what, I am in this situation, consider this your sign and leave. If you need somebody to talk to, please feel free to message me. I will listen. I will talk to you. I will probably tell you the blunt truth, and that is to get out of that relationship, because I will no longer keep it inside and say, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. I'm so sorry, you know, try maybe going and getting some help, or is there somebody there that can help you? I'm going to tell you to leave. I'm going to tell you to leave. So please message me, because I will tell you to leave. I will tell you exactly where you need to go. I will tell you to find a police station. I will tell you to go and get help somewhere. You know, like I said, if a restraining order is not going to be enough, then get in the witness relocation program. There are so many different options out there nowadays. There are so many people that are willing to help. There are so many things that are starting to come up that are saying, you know what, if you are scared, if you are afraid, if you feel like this person is going to hurt you, let us help you. We will. There are so many pro bono lawyers out there that are willing to help. There is just so much out there. You just have to leave. And again, ask your guides, pray, but don't stay in this relationship. Don't stay in a relationship. This goes for men or women. It doesn't matter. I have seen women abuse men also. So either way, let this be a story. I listened to a story back when I was, I think I met her in my 20s, and this amazing woman lost her mom also. And to me, that right there says the same thing. Let those voices, let the women and the men that lost their lives in an abusive relationship, let them be your voice. Let them be your story. Don't stay, please. Whatever you do, don't stay. Find a way out. If you have to pack your things, get a plan together. Don't let them know what you're doing. Get a plan together. Go and find self-defense classes so that you can send that punch right back and you can run out the door. The minute they throw a punch at you, you need to leave. If they so much as slap you across the face, you need to leave. If they so much as leave a mark on your face anywhere on your body, you need to leave. If they leave a mark in your head, if they yell at you, if they tell you that you are not worth it, if they are mentally abusing you, because that is a thing. That is a real thing. If they are coming home and they are drunk and they are abusing you, and they don't even have to be drunk. They can be completely sober doing this. I've seen people who are completely sober yelling at their significant other, and if they are doing that, leave. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. Nobody should have to go through that. So please, whatever you do, get your plan together. Start planning it out. Start looking for ways to leave. If you've got to, start putting money aside. It's not stealing from that person. In fact, it's setting you free. I would never, ever, 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 ever tell somebody to just start taking money from somebody. But if they are your sole provider, if they are the one that works and they feel like they can abuse you because they are the one that brings home all the money and they are the one that works and you stay home and you cook and clean or whatever and you have children, then it's not stealing. And again, I would never condone somebody to this, but please feel free. You know what? You see 10 bucks laying there and they don't even know that it's been laying there, take it and put it somewhere safe. You see a dollar, put it somewhere safe. You see a penny, do the same thing. And eventually you're going to notice that you're building up money, you know, but do it as soon as possible. Don't stay 1 minute longer. If you can get out right now, get out right now. I highly suggest it. And if you have kids, if you have children that are involved, the best thing you can do is to leave. You don't want your children to see that. You don't want your children thinking that that is okay. You want them to know that that is not okay, that nobody should be treated like that. So leave. Take them and leave, even if it means that they too have to stay somewhere like a homeless shelter or something like that. It is far better than them watching their parent beating their other parent or yelling at their other parent or treating their other parent like crap. Leave before it's too late. Please leave. Don't stay. You know, I think there's like a Jennifer Lopez video out there where she finally comes back and she kicks his butt. Now, I'm not saying to come back and kick his butt and murder him, but I am saying she had the right idea. She disappeared. She left. And even when he was still tracking her down, she took self-defense classes. She figured out a way out. Figure a way out. Again, I'm not telling anybody, please don't be the person that kills the other person. But I am saying she stood up for her life. So stand up for yours. Your life is worth it. You are worth far more than what you think you are. If he or she is telling you that you are not worth it, that is a lie. You are worth it. You have so much potential. You can do so many different things. You are an amazing person. And please, please understand that you deserve far better than that. So please, don't let this happen to you. Let her voice be your voice. Let her story be yours that sets you free. Let her death be the one that finally gets you out of that relationship. Please. Don't let this happen to you. Again, if you need somebody to talk to you, please do message me. I will probably tell you to leave. I will give you some tough love. But if that's what you need, I will gladly do it. But don't let this happen to you. Please. You deserve so much and you are worth so much and you can do so many things and nobody should have to be through that. And no child should have to watch their parent going through that either. So if there are children involved, remember that. No child should have to listen to their parent being yelled at constantly or watching somebody coming home drunk or being told things like, oh, well, you know, you're probably cheating on me or something like that. If they're saying something like that, by the way, that person's cheating on you. By the way, if they're saying something like that, that means that they're cheating on you. They're only speaking from the fear or the fact that they are doing something also. So please, understand that you deserve so much. You are worth so much. I see potential in you and I haven't even met you. but I believe in you, and I believe that you deserve so much more than what this person is giving you. Please, 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 please don't stay in that relationship. Find a way out. Consider this your sign. Consider this your moment. If you're watching this, understand that I am praying for you. I am hoping that you get out. I'm hoping that you find a way out. But let's make 2020 the year where we end domestic violence. Let's make it the year where it all just disappears, where it's no longer, where we find our voices and we stand up for ourselves and we say, no, that cannot happen. No, you cannot treat us like that. I promise you it gets better. I was in a relationship with a man who verbally abused me. And you want to know what? I stood up to him. And I'm very glad to this day that I did. Because I am where I'm at now because I left him. So let's make 2020 the year that we finally get our lives, that we finally get to do the things that we want to do, and we leave that person that does not treat us very well. We make it the year that we find our freedom, that we're free from that. That domestic violence becomes a thing of the past. Let's make 2020 that year that it actually happens. Whatever you need to do, wherever you need to go, you need to disappear, you need to go to police station. All you have to do is you have to walk in and say, I don't think a restraining order will work. I need a witness relocation program. And they will get you into the right direction. That is what they are here for. The cops, the police, as much hate as we have been giving them lately, they're actually here to help us. It's far better than the end result. So please know that I love you, and I hope that this message helps you find the inner strength. I hope it helps you find your voice. I hope it helps you stand up for yourself. I hope it gives you the strength to finally do what it is that you need to do and leave that person. Don't stay in that relationship. It's not worth it. I love you guys.